I'm very curious. I've never done it, but I'm very curious. And I've been curious for a long time. There may be a time when I experiment.
Yeah, there are two psychedelics in particular that I find really interesting. One is macrodose psilocybin, which I've done as part of a clinical trial. And my understanding is it reveals in a very intense and experiential way some component of the unconscious mind. And it allows for plasticity and rewiring of the brain that's permanent if you come to some understanding through the so-called integration. It's not without its risks. The other one that's really interesting that I've been hearing more about, and I have not tried, and it carries some dangers, is ibogaine, which is 22 hours long. And people experience the world as normal with their eyes open, but when they close their eyes, they get a high-resolution movie-like version of prior experiences, but they have agency within those movies. They can reshape their reactions. This is being used to treat PTSD in veterans to great success. It has some cardiac risk associated with it, and it's not legal in the United States. It's not being explored in clinical trials yet. But the state of Kentucky recently took, I think it's $40 million from the OxyContin settlement and is putting it to ibogaine research.
Interesting.
Yeah. So those are the two that kind of spring to mind, kind of the classic psychedelic experience.
I've also heard good things about MDMA, but I've never done that.
Yeah, I have done MDMA as part of a therapeutic trial. It's a strong empathogen. The danger with MDMA, I think, is that if you don't stay in the eye mask, or if you're listening to music or something, you can easily get anchored to some external cue and see a plant and be like, I love plants, and spend the whole 4 to 6 hours thinking about your love of plants, which might be valuable. But I think the strong introspective work is best done with a therapist there and you in the eye mask, and occasionally leaving the eye mask and writing things down. So, the reason I put that detail in there is that the psychedelic experience is very different with eyes open versus in the eye mask, with a clinician there versus recreationally.